Hey there, welcome to this handstand training. This is a handstand balancing practice more targeted to beginners. If you are a complete beginner in handstands, then this might be not a beginner practice, but if you already have a handstand, which is kind of a requirement for this sort of video that we're doing today, then you will probably find the right amount of challenge and the right amount of push so that you can also progress. If you do not have a freestanding handstand, you can also do this using a wall in whichever way you like. And this is not a video on handstand tips and how to do a handstand. For that one, you can check out my video up here. In this video today, we will do 5 rounds of holding the handstand. And we are holding that for 30 seconds. Then we come down, take a break for 60 seconds. And then again, 30 seconds handstand hold, 60 seconds rest. 30 seconds hold, 60 second rests, and we do 5 rounds total. This is what I would consider the beginner balance training. This is something I recommend you do every single day. And again, if you cannot do it in the middle of the room, then use the wall or use a partner, use a spotter. But eventually you want to get to holding it in the middle of the room on your own. In case you feel comfortable practicing in the middle of the room on your own and you fall out of it, then just come back up into it and try to continue to hold. If it gets super challenging towards the end, then you can also use a wall for support. This is more of a conditioning training also for you to stay up in a handstand for this long. In the more intermediate version of this, I do a 45-second hold, and then in the more advanced or even more intermediate version, I do a 60-second hold. This is the one that I'm doing most of the time. Definitely you want to be warmed up for this, especially in the wrists, the shoulders, full body, and I have several videos on warm-ups for handstands as well. So once you're warmed up and you did your practice and you want to add some handstand training towards the end, let's say, this is a nice one to do because it's just 30 seconds of a hold and not a full minute times 5. If you want to make this more intense, you can also put a sip of water in your mouth and then keep your mouth closed as you're going through the handstand holds. That way you practice a good breathing pattern, and it also brings up the heart rate, really forces you to breathe slow through the nose and kind of brings your overall conditioning to a next level. We will have a timer in this video and also some visualizations and also some sounds, so you know when it's time to get ready and to come up into a handstand, and you will know when it's time to come out, and then there will be a timer for the rest. If you need longer breaks between the holds, you can of course hit the pause button, pause the video, and then continue when you're ready. But this is designed to be challenging, and it is designed to be conditioning training for your handstand so that you hold for the set amount of time and only have a certain amount of time of break. So classical interval training. Again, make sure you're warmed up and let's begin. And while we're resting, maybe I should say you can do any handstand version. So it could be legs together, straight up, could be a tuck, could be straddle, V-shape, whatever you want to do. Totally up to you, make it your practice. If you're not doing the version with the water in your mouth, then do your best to keep your mouth closed so that you're only breathing through the nose. Shake out the wrists in between. If you need to, shake out the arms, the shoulders. It's kind of a long break, 1 minute, but it starts to get more and more challenging, and then 1 minute feels like a good amount. Beautiful work. Take the time to rest. Roll out the wrists. Shake out the wrists. Make sure you continue with the cool down, so you're not just ending here, wrapping up and leaving. I always recommend finishing with 5 minutes of cool down, 5 minutes of meditation at least. So handstands and meditation is something that goes really well hand in hand. To learn more about handstand and how to actually do it, check out the video, I will link it up here, with the 5 tips for a handstand. And I also have a full program to learn the handstand with over 20 videos, which will break down everything, the entries, the techniques, all the methods behind it. It will break down everything with some milestones along the way, so you can see if you're ready to safely progress to the next stage. It also has a lot of warm-ups and cool downs and specific core exercises that you will need for a handstand and for a good handstand line. So be proud of yourself for practicing today. This is not easy stuff, but you made it. No matter how it went, we always want to look back to our practice with love and gratitude and never with judgment. After all, you have a very healthy body. You can even think of doing a handstand. You have most likely 2 arms at least so that you can do a handstand. And so it means overall you're doing pretty good. You're pretty healthy, and this is something to be grateful for. And then continue with the cool down now and with your meditation. And I will see you in the next one, maybe even in the full handstand program, maybe somewhere in some other corner here on my channel on YouTube. Thank you very much. Love and gratitude. Have a great day.